Hello, good evening. Welcome back. We're back in Elite Dangerous in wherever the hell I left my ship this time. So last time we were in, I believe we received some mysterious messages. Let's see if that is still the case, if they're still there, or if they've disappeared. Ooh, some discovered logs. Let's see what that's about. Truth about the vanishing. Ooh. Okay, this is from Aegis head office. Ooh, interesting. I always love when I get stuff from them. So this is from the office of Albert Tesro, and they say the information comes from a source I trust. I've combed the data for errors in their calculations. It seems frighteningly accurate. And from Aidan Tanner, we know about these rumors for years now. What's changed? And Tesro says, this goes far beyond the occasional escape pod collected by the Thargoid ships, Aidan. And then Tanner says, let me make sure I'm understanding the premise. Some analyst has compared the total population of Thargoid invaded systems with the official refugee counts. And that's correct. And then Tanner says, then subtracted combat casualties, intercepted transport, and people killed during port attacks, the official estimates at least. And then Tesoro says, along with other variables, not all refugees pass through the rescue ships. Some of those don't register as safe, others fled as soon as the maelstrom signals were first sighted. And Tanner says, and a dozen other points, I'm sure, but ultimately the final totals don't quite match up. Tesoro says, even with the margin for error, we're looking at tens, maybe hundreds of millions of people unaccounted for. Oh, bloody hell. And the figure's rising each week. If they're not dead and they didn't escape, then captivity must be the answer. Tanner says, I've never known the Thargoids to keep prisoners. Doesn't quite seem their style. Tesoro says they'd have to construct a method to house organisms of a different biochemical makeup. That would only be worthwhile if the captives were deemed important. I wonder what it is. Tanner says that we did the same for studying live specimens, and Tesoro says, I'm going to assume you mean the historical we, Admiral. Aegis doesn't capture Thargoids for research purposes, just one of the many distinctions between us and the INRA. I forget what that stands for. Tanner says we as in the human race, yes. My point is that surely the aliens have had plenty of opportunity to study us by now. If what you're saying is true and the Thargoids are abducting millions of people, well, there's a grander plan here than research, one that we need to figure out. Tesoro says, I suppose it's too much to hope that the Thargoids will treat our people more considerately than the INRA treated theirs. Honestly, it'd be a wasted prayer to ask that much. Wow. Millions and millions of people. That doesn't shock me, actually, because last time I was, pretending to be a cruise ship. Oh, thank you, Eduardo. Nice to see you again, by the way. Intergalactic Naval Reserve Arm. I didn't know that. Thank you. This could easily be like a harvesting pod kind of situation. Maybe they need nutrients for whatever reason. All right, let's go to the second one. Tessero says, we'll have to manage how this information is shared. Of course, we'll need to reassure people that we're doing everything we can to locate the missing. Well, I doubt she wanted it leaked like this. Tanner says, just to play devil's advocate for a second, are mass abductions something we need to go public with? Tessero says, yes, I think so. With numbers this high, it would be cowardly to pretend we don't know what's going on. Tanner says, I'm not sure all of Aegis's finances will agree. And Tessero says, we've been given the authority to make firm decisions for ourselves. Besides, I'd rather be in trouble for telling the truth than lying. That's fair. That's fair. It's better than, a lot of real life governments do anyway. Tanner says, couldn't agree more. I'll back you up if needed, but I suggest being economical with that truth. Think about it. Aegis announces millions have been captured alive for unknown reasons. It'll scare the crap out of the trillions listening. Tersray says, unknown reasons. We have to find out why the Thargoids are taking so many people. I'm not looking forward to the answers. Tanner says, your rivals are going to spin any press statement too. Torben Redmaker will be on every newsfeed telling people that Azimuth would never have allowed this to happen, without going into details, obviously. Tessero says, oh, screw Torben. He can play politics all he likes. Scoring points in the face of a major humanitarian tragedy is just his style. But then he did learn from the best. This is horrible. Ooh. Network breach detected. Oh, so I wondered what happened to her. She says they're harvesting us. And Tessero says, so, for goodness sake, this is a private conversation. Why are you on comms? Tanner says, sounds like it isn't just the Thargoids she listens to. Tessero, shut down your comms link until I can find someone to secure it. Sarah says, I said they're harvesting us as a resource. Yeah, I just said that. I'm so smart. You wanted to know why the Thargoids are abducting people. I can help figure out the answer. Tessero says, if we're going to talk, you may as well come to my office. We'll discuss this in person. And Sarah says, no, I want to be alone. There's a lot of noise today. Tanner says, okay, what type of resource are we to them? Food, fuel? We have no evidence the Thargoids view us as edible any more than we do them. So says, not food, not fuel. It's more accurate to say the Thargoid race has a purpose for us, one which is giving me some real shitty dreams. Interesting, interesting. I did look for her when she disappeared, but I never found her. Okay, last one in the logs. Sarah says, the noise changed a few weeks ago, but it wasn't until you mentioned millions of people vanishing that the new melody made sense. And Tanner says, what do you mean by melody? Tessero says So's connection to the Thargoid telepathic network doesn't include an understanding of their language. Aegis is working with her to establish a method of interpreting what she sees and hears. And So says, describing parts of the Thargoid noise like music helps. I can pinpoint certain notes and melodies, even different instruments. Sometimes images appear. The sound is still awful and triggers emotions which are harder to process, but focusing reduces the chaos of it all. Tanner says, and you say this noise is different to when the invasion started. So it says, yes, the original buzz grew louder as the maelstrom signals approached the bubble. It announced the invasion, drawing their fleets. When the maelstroms arrived, I understood that the Thargoids would claim as many star systems and destroy as many ports as possible. Territory was the only goal. Now there is a different melody underneath it. An image keeps repeating, what looks like tunnels and caves, rows and rows of what I thought were eggs. Tessero says, Seo mentioned these eggs to me before, and it's logical to assume that the Thargoids have a method of replenishing their war casualties. And Seo says there was never any sense of compassion or protection. Maybe Thargoids are just bad parents, but now I think it's because the eggs aren't eggs. They're pods, containers for humans. You know, I'm definitely getting like those Matrix vibes. If I focus on that concept, the noise is less abrasive. That's usually a sign that I'm understanding something in the alien broadcast. And Tanner says this is a lot to take in. Do you think these pods are on the Titans? Sarah says yes, and the people inside are important to the next phase of the Thargoid invasion. I'm sure of it. Tanner says, okay, I don't understand how that brain of yours works, kid, but the information you've given us up to now has been solid. Elba, you said earlier that Aegis is autonomous now, correct? Tessero says within reason, why? And Tanner says, because I'm not interested in waiting months for approval from the superpowers. Let's go with Seo's music. Can you have your people develop a way to recover pods from a Titan? If we can figure out where they're being stored. And Tessero says, I'll see what I can do, but even if we design something suitable, it isn't going to be an easy mission. A ship would have to fly dangerously close to a Titan. Tanner says, our pilots have done incredible things so far. I learned long ago never to underestimate them. With the right tools, they'll figure out a way to get any job done. And if Seo's right, these things contain human captives. Well, we've got a lot of work to do. Wow, that is so interesting. I think, they definitely need some resources to do something because whatever it was that they were doing in the invasion, it wasn't working exactly. I mean, they were still gaining ground, but I don't think it was going as well as they were hoping. But that is definitely a job for someone who is better at flying and better at combat than me because I am not going anywhere near those Titans. Maybe one day when I have a better gunship, or any gunship for that matter, maybe I'll give it a go. But for now, I think I'm just going to have a look around because I realised earlier that I haven't actually been to Alpha Centauri yet, so we're going to have a hop over there and see what that's like. I've got a bit of a croaky voice today, but I work in a call center, so all I do is talk all day, and then I come on here and talk to you guys. It wears down the old voice a little bit. Okay, 5 jumps, not too bad. Let's have a go.
Pad detached complete. Go for departure.
Where am I? Why is there so much navy everywhere? Yeah, I don't mind working in a call center. I at least get to work from home. In my time as a call center agent, I mostly worked for a bank. I was briefly at an energy company, and now I work for roadside assistance. You get some funny people on the phone, you really do.
Watch your 6, Commander.
Let's see where exactly I am and see what's going on here. Cargo space is all the way over there. So yeah, I must be in a war system. Let's see. Low security. Oh well, let's go. I think my favorite customer this week was a woman whose car stopped working on her driveway, and she decided to call us at 9 o'clock at night. Our technicians finish sometime between 6 and 7 o'clock, so we don't really have much we can do. So essentially, she wanted me to, magically fix her car on the spot without a technician to do it. She wouldn't let me take it away because she needed her car. But she couldn't wait for a technician either because it was blocking her access to her house for the builders. So I'm just sitting there listening to her talk like, okay, well, what exactly would you like me to do then? How does call center from home work? Actually, it comes through my own landline, so I only use my landline for the actual business purposes. So I don't use my landline for any personal calls or anything like that. And it connects to the company's internal systems, so I get the calls come through on my phone, but they pay for the calls. If that makes sense. They sent me some equipment to work from home. I've got a nice little box thin client thing, and I've got a couple of monitors as well. But I quite like it. I mean, I could deal with it, but I did not like working in a call center actually in an office. They were very much watching you like a hawk constantly. I would say it's actually a lot more practical than working in an office space. They don't have to provide me with a desk. They don't have to pay for my, electrical space. They don't have to pay for facilities or anything, which is great because the last time I was in an office, the facilities were not good. Yeah, I think home working for call centers is definitely an improvement. You you can at least fudge it a little bit. I mean, don't tell anyone. When I was at my old place, I used to use my admin time to get a drink or go to the loo or something. You couldn't do that in the office because if you left yourself in admin time and then went to the loo, you would get in trouble for that. And I don't have to squeeze myself onto nasty public transport anymore either. Yeah, says the streamer. You know, it's I'm not working at that job anymore anyway. This job that I'm at now is a lot more chill. They don't actually mind if you get up to get a drink or something between calls. So they actually prioritize customer assistance over stats and everything. Can you even believe it? I was pretty shocked too when I was in training. I asked, what are our breaks like? Are they scheduled? And the trainer was like, what do you mean are they scheduled? No, just go whenever you want, as long as it's not busy.
System scan complete.
Oh wow, you work for a software company. That's pretty cool. I don't really know much about, coding and developing myself, but I've recently started a course on learning web development, so hopefully that goes somewhere. It seems fun so far.
Frameshift drive charging.
Fun fact, I was one of the first people in my office to get COVID because, squeezing onto public transport every morning, you basically expose yourself to every disease you could possibly get. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Eduardo. Oh wow, look at that. I love these. Apparently these are dangerous, and you can use these to boost your fuel or something. I don't really know how, but I suppose I'll figure it out one day. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit and get a better look at it. Yeah, I would love my hobbies to keep me in work, but I'm not an extremely marketable person, so I just do things for fun. So far they've not got me anywhere, but at least it's fun. Where's the star gone? I lost it. Oh no, there it is. Look at that. Look at that, guys. We should definitely go to Jackson's Lighthouse at some point. That thing is insane. Oh, we've got some things to find, things to find. I'm excited today. I've been playing Baldur's Gate pretty much all day, and I've been having a fantastic time. But it's nice to have a break from it and spend some time on here with you guys and fly around in space for a little bit. Where are you? Where are you? I'll find you. I was telling the story about when I got COVID. Yeah, so basically, I had to get a train every day to work, and the office never cleaned its air conditioning either. So, I showed up and I had the symptoms, and I was like, I was basically in denial. I was like, nah, there's no way I have COVID. Never. I would never. But yeah, no, my manager realized I had all the symptoms and it would be but he didn't want to send me home because obviously they want to make money. Um, but yeah, he made me call the NHS, the 111 line, which is the non-emergency line, and they were like, "Yeah, sound like you've got COVID." So I went and told him, and he was like, "Yeah, you have to go, like right now." So they just basically just kicked me out, and I still had my headset in my hand, and I just left, and I was never back in the office ever since. Because after that, they went fully remote and sent all our equipment home. Um, but I never got to get my stuff out of my locker. It wasn't anything important, but I did like my travel mug that I had in there. No, I can imagine that Twitch is full of Starfield and BG3. I've definitely heard some mixed reviews about Starfield so far, but I'm definitely enjoying Baldur's Gate. It's so much fun, and the characters they feel like real characters. Can I go back for it or request the return? No, because they no longer have the lease on the office, and they basically cleared everything out of the office when they left. So I imagine it's in the bin. Oh wow, look at this one. That is so cool. That looks like, cookies and cream. But yeah, I try and be friends with every character and end up accidentally marrying them, and we're definitely gonna get some drama. We're heading for drama, I think. Ooh, that's my phone. Sorry guys, forgot to put that on silent. What are we missing? What are we missing? Do we have any more gas giants? Asteroid clusters. Do we have any of those? No. Ooh, what have we got? There we go. That's what we were looking for. Yeah, it wasn't an expensive travel mug or anything. I just liked it. It was a nice color. Um, but I got a new one. Wasn't the end of the world. Um, but the train ticket to get back into town to get to my locker was more expensive than the actual travel mug. Oh dear. Oh, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, that sucked. Sorry about that, guys. I got my proper tethering cable to, see if we can get a stable connection. So I bumped up the quality of the stream a little bit. But if it does that again, we might have to drop it down again. Anyway, that's a cool distance from that thing. Look at that. Where were we? Where were we still discovering? Oh, right.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Ooh, don't get too close to that thing. Where were we? I love that. That is so cool. Look at this thing. Tiny little white dwarf star. And all of that stuff coming off it. Yeah, we definitely have to go and look at Jackson's lighthouse. Where are you? I know you're out here. One more. So much stuff here. Oh, is that you? Oh, you can go to Betelgeuse? That didn't even occur to me. Yes, we definitely have to go there.
System scan.
I don't know why it didn't even occur to me that you can go to Betelgeuse. Right. Where were we? I think we're only one jump away from Alpha Centauri. I've seen a couple of black holes in the game so far. They're pretty cool.
Charging.
I have been to Castor. That's one of my favorite star systems. If you haven't been to Castor or know anything about it, it's essentially 6 stars orbiting each other. It's so cool. Castor, I'll type it in the chat for you.
Fuel sniffing. Fuel sniffle disengaged.
There you go. Right. So, Alpha Centauri, our closest neighbor. Isn't that cool? Let's see. Have we got anything cool to look at here? We've got some stations to look at, maybe? Everyone's leaving their ships here. These are a lot of fleet carriers. I guess they don't have anything cool to look at here except for their star. Oh well. I thought it being our neighbour would be something good. Do you know what? Do you think the Thargoids kidnapping all the people has something to do with what their plans are in Polaris? Because I know that system's permit locked. Probably because of Hutton Orbital. Oh, what did they do? I don't really know much about, individual politics of all the different factions. Oh, there were 3 stars here. I didn't know that. Ooh, it's got a cool summary though. Eden was the first planet on which liquid water was detected by the spectroscopic methods in 2038 and was consequently a major driving force for the exploration of space. However, Eden turned out to be extremely inhospitable with the added danger of hard radiation from Proxima. There is now a small research station on Eden, but little else is in the rest of the system. Star was once known as Rigel Kentaurus. I guess that makes sense if the planets we wanted to land on are crap. Late in 3301, a ragtag collection of independent commanders selflessly came to the aid of the Hutton Mug Co. to help kickstart the creation of the Hutton Mug, that rare item that can only be found at Hutton Orbital and the Alpha Centauri system. Over 2.4 million tons of scrap were delivered by the truckers, all the while evading and eventually confronting the many concerted attacks by pirates and other ne'er-do-wells who blockaded the platform, determined to thwart the Mug Company's efforts. In the aftermath of the famed Mug Run, many intrepid commanders decided to formalize their association into the cooperative, vowing to protect the hallowed route and perhaps one day find a cure for mods. Yeah, no, I know no one really knows why Polaris is permit locked. But I heard that in the previous game, it was the basically the jumping off system that the Thargoids were using for the invasion. So I imagine that has something to do with it, because otherwise, why would they block off such a sort of like unknown star in the night sky? You know, if you start playing Elite and you don't really know much about stars in general, you're still probably going to know about Polaris and want to go there. So the only thing I can think about is that it has something important there. So otherwise, I'm not quite sure what the point of blocking it off is. You've intrigued me now. How far away is Betelgeuse? Oh, it's far. We make it. 18 jumps. That's actually not too bad. Let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm sure we can make it. Oh, Hutton Orbital. Where is that? Hmm. What am I looking for? You know, if people keep leaving their fleet carriers everywhere, I'm gonna get annoyed. Oh wow, that's far. That is far. How does anyone ever get there? You know, I am not gonna make you guys watch me do this for 3 days. Oh no, I did not know that you can filter the list down. Yeah. You know, you'd think after playing this game for nearly 500 hours, I would know how to filter the list, but apparently not. Yeah, we're not gonna go there. let's go, let's go to Beetlejuice, I think.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, no, we don't have time for that, and it would be really boring.
Ready to engage. 3, 2.
I'm sure people do spend the time to go there, but there's just not much to look at, is there? I love flying into these dwarf stars.
System scan complete.
Ah, it's right there as well. I'm blind. I think that's all you need to know about how I play games. Not through skill, just blunder through it. Are there any other things in this system? No, just the star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, it's definitely sheer dumb luck.
2.
That's 100% how I got through my playthrough of Outer Wilds. Just flying around and banging into things. Alright, let's scoop some fuel. We're a little bit low.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, and that's just also the same reason I don't really play FPS games. It's less luck and more skill involved in those kinds of things, and I have no skill. I have no aim.
Warning.
Oop.
Temperature critical.
I hate that about this ship, honestly. It gets so hot.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh well.
Frameshift drive charging.
You know what I always found interesting is just like the patience and like determination that people who made it all the way out to Colonia have. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Oh, I've discovered some belt clusters. Can we scoop off of this? We can scoop. I always love how you can see Bernard's Loop from pretty much everywhere. It just makes you want to go to it, and I can't yet because I don't think I have the right equipment. I did make it all the way out to the Witch Head Nebula a few weeks ago, and it took me an hour, I think. Not really much out there to look at since it got destroyed by the Thargoids, though. I wonder what they'll do about the engineer that lived there. Yeah, no, I really want to be an explorer. I just don't feel like I have the right equipment for it, or the know-how. And you know what's even cooler? There is an independent system that's like right next to Sagittarius A, and I would love to go there, but it would take like 1,000 years. Well, I hear there's a method of using neutron stars to like boost your jumps, but I wouldn't know how. So like you can go, you know, farther on one jump. It takes the enjoyment out of the game, do you think? How so? Oh wow, landed on that immediately. Nice. That looks like my butter dish. Oh wow, what kind of effect is that on there? That's pretty cool. No gas giants in this system. They're my favorite if you couldn't tell. What do we have here? An icy body. Ooh, look at those cracks on the surface of that one. That's so cool. Oh, wow, look at that. That is cool. Look at the atmosphere effect on that. Oh, did we miss one? We did. Oh, I love when the icy ones have rings. Look how cool that is. Excuse me. This system has got some really cool planets. Look at this. Oh, and that one's got a station. Good for that one.
System scan complete.
Alright, let's journey onward.
Frameshift drive charging.
450. Wow. Oh, I see. I understand. So there's a, certain part of neutron stars to, get out to Colonia, but if you go that way, there's nothing to look at because it's already been discovered. I see. I see. I understand. Isn't it dangerous for your ship to attempt a neutron jump, though? I like my ships. I like them to stay in one piece. It's not. Oh dear. I see. uh, no gas giants here either. Oh well. Oh, it's not dangerous if you're careful, is that it? I think we've established that my method of play is not conducive to being careful. I always love when these are pink. It makes up for there not being any gas giants. Where are you? I know you're out there. Where are you?
System scan complete.
Do you think they're pink because of the light coming off of this star? Or they're pink just because they're pink? Maybe a bit of both. Let's go.
Frameshift Frameshift drive charging.
You know, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Boost cone. By looking. Right. Okay, so you have to come at it from the right angle. Okay. Yeah. I think we've you know, if we've seen how I come at
System scan complete.
come at planetary approaches. I think that would probably be a bad idea for me.
Frameshift drive charging.
There's no way to escape the boost cone in normal space. Oh dear. I see. That sucks. I would definitely blow myself up doing that. Yeah, there's always more to discover about this game, but I think that's the way I like to play most games. So I don't like to know everything about a game because once I know everything, I'm like, well, I guess I'm done. I don't need to play it anymore.
Complete.
Like for example, Breath of the Wild. I was with my ex when that came out, and he decided he wanted to 100% the entire game immediately, and I haven't really had much motivation to play it since then because I've seen it. I've seen all, I've seen all of it. You know what I mean? I like to play games at my own pace and discover things
Frameshift drive
for as long as
charging.
possible. I'm definitely not a completionist. Although I suppose there are some things that you need to know, like how to filter systems, I suppose. Ooh, we've got some things to discover in this one. You can see some other nebulae in the distance there as well. That's nice. Aha. Give me a gas giant and it shows me the dark side of one. Still pretty cool though. I do love a good gas giant. Ooh, we've got lots of little guys around here, have we? Forgot anything else? Or is it just the asteroid belts? Yeah, looks like it was just the belts. Let's see what we've got here. Cool. Guess we're not looking at it from the right angle. How about over here? Have we got... Oh, that sounds like an asteroid belt, maybe. Yeah. What do we have? What do we have? What are you? Ooh, we get to see this one. That's nice. A few other games I think. I haven't played The Witcher yet. I got that recently, but I haven't downloaded it onto my PC yet. That's definitely one I need to get onto because I saw the show and I read the book, well, one of the books. I really enjoyed season 1 of The Witcher, but season 2 just fell a bit flat for me. Probably because Jaskier wasn't himself, and he's my favorite, so. I love the, the horny little bard man. He reminds me of myself. My favorite scene with Jaskier is when they find the djinn and he makes his wishes. That's hilarious. Oh, bard, as in singer, bard. He's horny, he's little, and he's a bard. Yeah, no, don't worry. I think that's just my accent there. I don't know if I can necessarily recommend you The Witcher. Like I said, I didn't really enjoy season 2 and I haven't watched season 3. I've read the first book and that was really good. I would recommend that. And obviously I haven't played the game, so I don't know if I can recommend it, but I hear that it's very good. Yeah. No, I definitely intend on reading all of the books eventually, but there are a lot of them. I feel like I heard a gas giant around here somewhere. Maybe not. We've got 2 bodies left to find. Where are you? Ah, I see, I see. Okay, there's one. Where's the last one? Yeah, no, Henry Cavill is fantastic.
System scan.
Like, I was never really a huge fan of his before, but he's just perfect as Geralt. Like, I couldn't imagine anyone else playing him, and we're not sure why they're trying. Like, as soon as he left the show, they sort of just stopped the show. There's no point in carrying on without him, especially not with Liam Hemsworth. Come on, guys. Right, is this a fuel star or not? No, it's not. I should find one. Just gonna make a quick detour so that we don't run out of fuel and die. Let's see. See, I don't know why it's taking me to all of these dwarf stars because they're not in my filter. Anyway, let's replot this, shall we? Okay. How about now? Are you a fuel star? Yes, you are. Fantastic. See, I learned how to filter the galaxy map. Eventually. I'm just I'm trying to imagine Liam Hemsworth in that wig. It's not helping. But no, I'd probably only recommend the first season of The Witcher. Oh, I haven't seen any of the on-set photos because I I don't think I need to see that. I don't feel like I need to have my imagination cemented. Oh, what am I doing? I meant to be scooping this star. Come back. Okay. Yeah. No, I wouldn't rush to watch it or anything. But yeah, if you ever get a minute, just The Witcher season 1 and probably not much more than that in my opinion. Speaking of actors and wigs though, you know who I didn't expect to be so amazing? Is Matt Smith as Daemon Targaryen in House of the Dragon. Like I saw set pictures of him and I just could not take him seriously wearing a Targaryen wig. But then the show came out and it was amazing. Matt Smith's performance anyway. And Paddy Considine was robbed. I've only ever seen Matt Smith in Doctor Who, and yeah, no, I always appreciated him as the 11th Doctor. He was my first Doctor. But then I went back and watched all of the New Who, as they call it. But I'd never really seen him in anything else, so I didn't really know what his range was like. But now I have seen him, and I am very appreciative.
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scoop disengaged.
He was in the Terminator, was he? You know, Emilia Clarke was in the new Terminator. I didn't think that was a very good movie, though. I never really saw the original Terminator, so I don't know how they hold up. But yeah, it was a shame. Oh, you've just seen his scene. I see. You know, it shows how much of an impression that made on me. Because I didn't remember he was in it. Ah, look at that. I always like these blue ones that look like marbles. Isn't that lovely? What have we got here? Lots of things to look at here. 43, we're going to be here for a minute. I, for one, fully support Daemon Targaryen's war crimes. I can't remember if the new season. I think the new one's going to be delayed because of the writers and the actors strikes, though, which is fine. Um, I'd rather people get paid. And I've read Fire and Blood, so I know what happens. So I am good to wait until they get that bread. Ooh, another gas giant. It's always so satisfying when I find one. This one's got a lot of little moons orbiting it, doesn't it? I need to go see some more movies, I think. I've got a membership at my local cinema, but I haven't really been interested in seeing any movies since I went to see Barbie and Oppenheimer. Oh, you weren't a fan of Whitaker? Um, no, that iteration of the Doctor definitely had a lot of flaws. I really enjoyed Jodie's performance. I think she worked really well with what she was given. Like, if you've seen Broadchurch, you know that she can really deliver. But there was definitely a lack of material for her to actually work with, in my opinion. Which is such a shame because, having her as the first female Doctor, amazing. No, I never watched any of Classic either. Ooh, look at that one. I've never seen a red one. What's it made of? Hydrogen and helium. That's pretty cool. But I'm really glad you decided to pick up and have a look at Eccleston's season because he's very underrated in my opinion. Because as much as I love David Tennant that came after him, who made such a massive impression, just Eccleston was excellent. I loved his sarcasm. I loved the way he portrayed the Doctor and how the depth he gave it as well. Okay, I know you're all around here somewhere. Come to me. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Like, I did not, after a while, I really did not enjoy Stephen Moffat's writing. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at that. That is so cool. See, that is what I expected Mars to look like. But I guess, since they terraformed it. But yeah, no, this is cool. I like that. What was I saying? Yeah, Stephen Moffat. No, I did not like his style of writing. He was definitely better as individual um episodes writer. Yeah, her Black Mirror episode was a weird one, but there are weirder Black Mirror episodes. It's a tough one to get into, especially if you watch, season 1, episode 1 first. Like that one is rough. I definitely want to go back to watch Broadchurch again at some point because I really liked her in it, and I don't actually remember whether or not I finished it. Oh, that one is so pretty. Look at that. That is such a lovely peachy color. Look at that. Like strawberries and cream. I somehow managed to avoid actually watching season 1, episode 1 first. As I somehow managed to watch the that one with Bryce Dallas Howard in it, where she was getting rated by everyone. I watched that one first, and then I realized, hey, this isn't season 1. So then I turned on season 1 and saw the episode. Oh, look at those rings. That is so cool. I've never seen no rings like that in this game. I better speed it up if we're gonna make it to Beetlejuice. I was saying about Stephen Moffat as well. I don't think he was very good as a showrunner because he never really knew exactly where he was going, but he was very good at pretending like something was coming. It was very here's a cliffhanger, see what we're gonna do next. Come back and watch rather than actually trying to lead us in an actual direction. He had the same issue with Sherlock as well, except worse. But yeah, in my opinion, Stephen Moffat is definitely someone who is great as long as someone is giving him boundaries. Also, I never really liked how we wrote female characters either. But what can you do? You know, I think Stephen Moffat needs to learn that not everyone needs to be in love with the Doctor. The Doctor is not actually the center of the universe. I'm better about his writing, if you couldn't tell.
System scan complete.
Yeah, Russell T Davies is coming back to write that, so it could be good. I'm pretty hopeful because, well, I like to be hopeful. Oh, we're complete. I don't need to scan anymore. I should pay attention.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I think I'd like to be optimistic about it because he wrote the Ninth and the 10th Doctors very well, in my opinion. I mean, were there rough spots? Sure. But overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Fuel scooping.
And if it makes you feel any better, at least it's not going to be a car crash like the last 2 seasons of Sherlock were. Wow, those were something special. They really were. Was definitely in the Tumblr sphere around then. Can you even imagine writing a finale for your show that was so bad that people thought it was fake? I saw posts about it that were like, why would they write so badly on purpose? I'm like, it wasn't on purpose. They thought it was good. I'm allowed to make fun of people's writing. I have a degree. I have a degree and I also have a book out. So take that. I can make fun of you.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, pay attention to your scanning cast. Let's go. I wrote a book. It's just a little romance novella that I wrote for Valentine's Day. It was pretty cute, if I do say so myself. It's been out for a year and a half now. It's not like a bestseller or anything, but it did quite well as a debut, I think. Now I'm working on a proper novel, and it's taking me 1,000 years because I cannot concentrate to save my life. It's ADHD for you. That's why I ended up playing Baldur's Gate all day today instead of actually doing any work. But at least I'm having fun, I suppose. I don't expect to make a living out of writing. It's more of a hobby than anything. No, don't worry. You don't have to read it if you don't want to. I'll put the title in the chat for you. But you know, it's not everyone's thing. It's a if you're into romance, you're into romance. But if you're not, you're not. There you go. Okay. Scanning. I'm scanning. I'm concentrating, I swear. I made the cover for the book myself as well, and I was almost more impressed with that than I was the actual writing. Oh, I hate when they hide behind the star. I guess I gotta zoom out a little bit more. But yeah, no, don't worry. I'm never gonna be like mad at you for not reading my book. If it makes you feel any better, it's not very long. Nah, I'm not gonna be mad about it. I mean, I don't read books that I'm not interested in either. It's not anything personal. Like, I'm not particularly one for those ones that you get in the shops that are just like detective novels and historical fantasy and stuff like that. Those aren't really my thing. So, you know, I won't read them, but I
System scan
wouldn't
complete.
expect the writer to be mad at me for it, you know?
Frameshift drive charging.
And we've got enough fuel, let's go. That's okay, I'm easily distracted. Yes, thank you. I do very much appreciate your company. If anything, so I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. But it is very nice to have someone to actually talk to. So I appreciate you hanging out with me. Alright, how many jumps do we have left? 8. Not too bad, I think we can make it.
System scan complete.
Nice, we like it when they're complete.
Frameshift drive charging.
You know, I was hoping to actually use my degree for something at some point. But it's just taking me a very long time. I got a degree in creative writing and I did quite well, if I do say so myself. escape some fuel. Remember to actually fuel the ship, that's good.
Fuel sync disengaged.
Okay, and we zoom out a little bit so we don't get the star in the way like I did last time. Ooh, some planets to find. Hopefully they're all in one spot. That would be helpful. I'm built for speed, let's go. We can do this. Maybe we won't make it to a black hole this time around. But I'm determined to get to Betelgeuse now. We'll definitely get there. Where are you? There's another one there, that's good. I like it when they're easy to find. I'm on my second draft of my next book, and it's significantly longer. But it's more of a fantasy. It's not really a romance. There is romance in it, but yeah, it's definitely more of a fantasy. What are you? Ooh. Oh, you haven't seen a black hole yet? Oh, you should have said. We'll have to go there next time. I know where there's one. If I can remember what it's called. I know which direction it's in. See, there's always new things to discover in this game. Like for me, for example, the controls. Now we'll definitely have to show you a black hole at some point. Where are you? There are two other bodies around here. Where have you gone? Are you up this way? No? Is that you down there? No, not there either. Hmm. Ooh. What's Beagle Point? Okay. Let me change my angle, because I'm never going to find these planets otherwise. Whoa. You can't leave me hanging like that. You have to tell me. Are you down there? You're not down there. Where are they? Am I gonna have to do this through my system map? Aha! There! There you are.
System scan.
Yeah! Alright. One more step towards Betelgeuse. Let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
know, there are people that fly around without all of the orbital plane lines. Madness. I would get so lost constantly if I didn't have those lines. Oh, by the way, I have some good news. The schedule at my work is changing, so I will no longer be working evening shifts, which are 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. The latest I'll be working will be 6 p.m., so we can make these streams a little bit more regular. I can actually put a proper schedule in. Very excited for that. Still a couple of weeks until it changes, so I'll still have to faff about for a bit until then. But yeah, I'm excited. Looking forward to it. I mean, it of course means I'll be working earlier mornings, and I'm not really much of a morning person, but you know, give and take. Oh, that's actually really cute. The furthest system from Sol. So, like, that's far. Has anyone actually been to Sagittarius A? Can you get there, like, physically? Because there is an independent system there. Oh, I see. Oh, wow, that is far. Oh man, I wanted to go all the way around. It would take a million years, but yeah, only. Right, I'm focusing, I'm scanning. Ooh, gas giant. Ah, I never get tired of these, I really don't. Come to me, little planet. Little planet. That one is quite little, actually. Any more for any more? No? Okay, we'll carry on this way then. That one looks pretty milky. That's pretty cool. Any more? No? Okay, how about over here? What have you got for me? They're quite milky looking in this system, aren't they?
System scan complete.
Yeah, we did it! Let's go!
Frameshift drive charging.
How long did it take them to get all the way out there? That must have taken so long. A few months. Wow. No, I mean, that would make sense, because it takes ages and ages just to get to, I've forgotten what it's called already. Um, Colonia, that's what it's called. Do we have anything in this system to look at? I believe we do. Stop and scan. Okay, focus. Scanning. Focus. Oh, we've got a gas giant. We've got a gas giant. Where is it? Where are you? Aha! Look at that. That's like that fancy china that you can get. And another one. Ooh. Maybe one day I'll find out how long it takes to get to Sagittarius A. There was no engineering, no neutron star. That is wow. I hope that person got like a prize or something. That is dedication. Because I've been pretty far out, but well, I say pretty far out. Probably not by those standards. Ooh, another one
Complete.
from the dark side. Alright. System scan complete. Let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
How far are we? 5 jumps. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. I'll have to check the map in a sec and see how far out I've been. Let's see.
System scan complete.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Right, where are we now? Okay, so I went over here. I've been that far out. How many light years is that? About here. Yeah, so only about 1,000. Alright, let's get back to where we were going. Betelgeuse is so funny to me, like, in real life, because scientists are just, like, watching it and waiting for it to explode. Right.
Fuel scoping.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll go on a trip. I wanted to, go to a couple of the different nebulae. Maybe you guys will watch me. I'll come back and get a butt ton of money for it. Who knows? Yeah, it's behaving very strangely lately, isn't it? From what I recall. I'm not very up to date on space news. Aside from looking at the new images that the JWST brings in. You know they're building an even bigger one in the JWST now. I wonder how good that will be. Yeah, now that they've figured out how to get, you know, the mirrors and things that it has running properly, they're building a bigger one. I don't remember if it has a name yet or not, but it's massive.
Frameshift drive charging.
I watch Dr. Becky on YouTube. She's very good. I got my partner her book on black holes. I haven't read it yet. I'm waiting for him to finish it, but it seems to be very interesting.
Fuel scooping.
Oh, and they've recently observed a black hole spitting stuff out again, which shouldn't be possible. No, we would never know about the space vampires. I'm sure I have heard the joke, but I don't remember it. And spin.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh, looks like the game remembered to kick in the music. Isn't that nice of it? No gas giants here. Oh well. Sounds like we've got an icy body though. It's always quite distinctive, you know, you get those sort of like low pitch whistly winds rather than like the really high pitched ones that you get from looking at gas giants. It's really cool of them to actually sort of put that in there. So this one's rocky because it sounds like rocks. Okay, we're going this way. We're concentrating on our scanning. What are you? What are you? Ooh, very smooth. Oh, wrong way. I was going this way. Almost done with this system. Last one. Where are you? Oh, there you are. That was close. That was quick. That was a good one.
System scan complete.
See where we can see how far we can get when we focus.
Frameshift drive charging.
I recently heard that there's going to be another probe to Mercury because there's only been one so far, and there's really cool stuff going on Mercury. So we gotta find out. Did you guys know that it has a very low magnetic field around it? Not quite an atmosphere because the particles don't touch, but it's there, which is very, very interesting. And in order to get a probe onto Mercury, you can't shoot the probe directly at Mercury. You have to like do lots of spins and fling it around other planets to get it to land on Mercury so it doesn't just shoot right into the sun. That would be a waste of a probe. If you guys don't watch Astrum on YouTube, you should. Ooh, nice and smooth. This planet shaved. It was expecting me. Have we got something cool over here? Ooh. Yes, a gas giant. I love Dr. Becky. She's so enthusiastic. I used to watch a lot of Professor Brian Cox as well. But physics isn't really my thing. Quantum physics, definitely not. Ooh, look at the color of this one. That is so cool. It's like an orangey. Is that like green and grayish? That's so cool. Have you got any friends? You have? Oh, you've got lots of friends. Yeah, I watched a video of Dr. Becky's recently where she was telling us about how there was a black hole spitting stuff out again. That is, and how it's not supposed to do that. It's so interesting. What would cause a black hole to do that? Because we don't actually know what a black hole actually looks like and how big it is. Because when you look at a black hole, through a telescope or whatever, you just see, blackness, dark space, but that's just the event horizon. And we can't see past it to actually see what's going on inside a black hole. Space facts. I love space. If you guys couldn't tell. Ah, look at that one. That looks like caramel. I like that. Ooh, you have friends. What kind of friends do you have? I'm not like a scientist, but I always found it so fascinating. There could be anything out there. We just don't know. There could even be Thargoids. You just never know. Oh wow, look at that. It's I don't really often see the metal content walls with rings. Usually they're too dense to sustain it. Very interesting. Oh wow, look at that. That is so cool. And look at that is a very large impact. Wow. Size of the asteroid that must have hit that. Ooh, lots going on around here. Oh, lovely. Things that I can't see. Love that. What have you got for me? I 100% believe in aliens, by the way, and not necessarily in like the aliens we would maybe expect. Like they must be so different to what we would expect life to look like that we just can't detect them so far. Maybe they're like giant Cthulhu things and we just can't comprehend them. You never know. I suppose they could also have a look for sulfur-based life, but it's a little bit more difficult. So life on Earth was sulfur-based before it was carbon-based. 35 out of 52. Wow, we still got a ways to go on this one, guys. Now look at that guy. This is so interesting, this system, how it has all of these metal content worlds that have rings. I have not seen this in this game so far. And I'm coming up on 500 hours. Ooh, we've got water. Nice. What else have we got? We've got a gas giant. What do you look like? Show me your face. Wow, look how smooth that is. That is so cool. Wow. What are you over here? Are you Rocky? Look at that. I always found plants very interesting as well. Ooh, I love the rings on that one. Because you can still find plants in, modern day that have flowers designed for pollinators that are extinct. It's very, very cool. And there are figs that are pollinated by wasps going inside them and, just basically getting eaten by the plant. That's so cool and terrifying if you're a wasp. Wasps are friends. Wasps are also pollinators. They just need some personal space. Although they can stay out of my nana's attic if they could be so kind. Oh, my dog's here. Say hello to Bear, everyone. Say hello to Bear. Yeah. I don't know why he's looking at me. He
System
wants
scanning
something, clearly.
complete.
Oh, completed the system. That was a big one. That was 52 we found. Nice work, guys. And we'll head off to the next one.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm not even kidding. I am planning on setting up a dog cam. I just wouldn't know where to put it because he likes to wander. I have two recliner chairs in my house, and he's claimed them both. But he's worth it. He's my boy. Oh, we're almost there, guys. It's the next one. I didn't realize we were there already. Wow. I thought we still had a way to go.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
His name's Bear. He's a rescue. I got him when he was 2, and I've had him for nearly 3 years now. So yeah, he can totally have the recliner chairs if he likes. Ooh, what are you? What are you? Bear has a bit of a sad story when his original owners were not very nice to him. Let's just say that. He had to learn how to do dog things when I got him, like walk on a lead and play with a toy. But he got there. He's doing very well now. He owns the place. He's a nice healthy weight now as well. I'm very pleased with him. He was a very clingy when I first got him. That planet is a very interesting texture. I can see a little ridge on the north there. That's cool. I think one of the things I'm most proud of Bear for is when I first got him, he was very clingy. He would not like to go anywhere without me. He would sit in the room with me all day long. But now, if he decides he wants to go to bed, he'll just go. And he'll go to my bed actually. Oh, I like the colors on that one. Wow, that's a lovely little sort of a light blue color. Look at that. Halfway there. Halfway there. We can do this. We can find these planets. We are explorers. We're discoverers. He does enjoy having his own bed. It's just that mine has a comfy blanket, so. But it was actually very cute when I first got him his own bed. I brought it into the flat and I put it down in the hallway so I could bring the rest of my bags in, and he just immediately lay down in it right in the hallway. Didn't even give me a chance to put it in the bedroom. Yeah, no, all the beds are his beds. All the seats are his. He's a good boy though. He can have all of them.
System scan complete.
All right, here we go. Off to Betelgeuse, guys. Last hop. Let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh my god. Wow. That is rather large. My goodness. Wow. That's incredible. Wow. Yeah. Wow. I am so glad I came here. Thank you for reminding me it exists. Right, we're gonna go over it a little bit. God. It's huge.
Fuel scoping.
Wow. It's amazing. Alright, let's get a good scan of the system, if I can. With that monster in my way. You know, I didn't even really know it had planets. I thought it was just a giant star all on its own. My god. God. I gotta move out of its way a little bit more.
Fuel scope disengaged.
That is so amazing. I'm so glad I came here. Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. Can I see the planets now? No, I cannot. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, I think I have a heat sink. Not very good at deploying those kinds of things though. Okay. Am I far enough away from it yet? Yeah, wow. I bet it's melting. Look at that thing. Good lord. That is a large star. Okay, so if we angle up a little bit, maybe we can see it from that direction. Okay, How about now? Can I get that last one? What do we think? No. Okay. Come on, let's get this last one. Almost. I mean, I've seen big stars, but nothing quite that size so far. Bloody hell. It is a very big boy. Okay, how about now? You gonna show me your planet, big buddy? Almost. Yeah. Okay. Very nearly. Come on, reveal your secrets. I will get it. I will get it. I think that's it around the corner there. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh my god. Gotta go around him. Okay, we can get this. We can get this. Almost got it. Just gotta be careful not to drive into him. So I'm a very good ship captain. Ooh, is that it? Is that it? Can I get it? Yes! I can get it.
System scan
Oh
complete.
wow, that was so worth it. All right then, guys. With that view of that monster we're looking at now, I'm going to leave the stream there for now. Next time we're going to go look at maybe Jackson's Lighthouse, or maybe we'll visit a black hole or anything. Something like that, we'll see. But thanks so much for joining today, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye bye.